Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are tuning in from. My name is Padma, and welcome to this space. And this space is for you, the space is for me, the space is for us, right, to share and supporting each other, to take time out, to find some time within ourselves, or some space, or some presencing with ourselves. And so, presence as a practice to be more in our body and our heart. And what does that mean? And I know we often say that presence, or we have heard that, or maybe it's a new concept for you, or whatever arises, be with. And what does that mean? Or being opened to whatever arises. What does that mean? Right. And I think it's something that we all have to experience or play with, and that we often try to figure it out in our head. And so, one thing I wanted to talk about as far as being a body somatic, embodiment centered practitioner, right? I have spent many years trying to clear my mind. And I think what happens is that when I actually step back from my mind and watch what's happening in the mind, rather than trying to shape it somehow, that just stepping back and stepping into my body and having enough experience in other aspects of myself, touching into my heart, touching into the part of me that feels, I want to say magical, but the part of me that feels my energy body, that can connect to the wind, to flowers, to art, to beauty, right? That it's slightly different, right, than this mental plane. So, and I think that's an incredible place for us to be. It's something that I find out in nature. I find it in unstructured time. I find it under trees or by the ocean or in a garden of roses. And letting that be more of a guide, that unstructured space, rather than the mind. And they're different qualities, and we need the mind, right? It's very, if I think of the energy anatomy system, right, that the mind is a little more structured, more along the matrix, that there is more kind of stability, structure, linearness, even though it's multidimensional. Whereas the emotions are a little more fluid, evolving, moving, as is our heart, right? Our sense of relationship or connection to others, or that feeling space, that sensing space, or even our sixth, our vision, or the angelic realm, just that sense of being able to see beyond and through layers of experience, right? Not just this, body, furniture, floor, wall, but sensing what is going on with our friends, our family, knowing, seeing what they might be going through, right? Seeing what they might be struggling with. And that there's other elements of us that are a little more structure, need form, need clear lines and steps to follow, and that we can access many different qualities within our own experience. So let's narrow that down just a little bit. So presence. So whatever's going on, right? Sometimes it's the mind that is hitting a pattern or a perspective that it can't necessarily move out of. Maybe there's something happening in the body, an injury, pain, and illness. Maybe it's external, it's a relationship or situation that we have been working on that is not happening the way we want to, or fragmenting. Maybe it's a loss, a death, or a move. There's many different ways of loss, aging. Or an emotional bind, right? So when we get these tangles, and even in the place of wanting to create, wanting to build, wanting to manifest, right? That some of these places we can get tangled in the doing, or in the belief, or in even just in the organization of the relationship, to two parties who can't see each other, or a business model that isn't quite supported energetically. Maybe there's just a weakness in the person, or the foundation, maybe even the belief. But anyway, all of these are an opportunity for us to grow, and all of these are an opportunity for presence. And presence really, again, is just what is happening in this moment, right? And sometimes it's not very much. Sometimes it's more of an inner churning. But how can we break it down and become very just reflective or related to what's happening in our breath and our body? Noticing if we feel speedy thoughts, need to move around a lot, want to watch something on the phone, or want to watch movies, need to clean, want to sleep a lot, want to eat again, want to eat food that doesn't make me feel good, right? Noticing those kinds of things in the moment, in this moment. So we'll practice now. And then even though I'm looking around my space, I've created this container to sit with you, there's not a lot happening. So the stuff that's happening in my mind becomes either reflection on the past, or projection into the future, or mulling over things that have happened. And being present with that, being present with the conversation, being present with tone, being present with feeling, whatever it is, insecurity, excitement, fear, being present with all of it and just allowing it to be there. Like I see you. I see you. I see you that you want to get up. I see that you're distracted. I see that there's pain. I see that there is uncomfortability. And we're just going to spend some time feeling present. So if there's something, a candle, I have a stone, beautiful stone that I like to hold. Some beads, a stuffed animal, a pillow, a shawl that feels really soft. Having a companion to sit with you. So just closing, actually one moment, open eyes, just looking around your space. Just seeing shapes and the color of the light in the room, whether from the lights in the room or outside light. Maybe objects, maybe even what the meaning of the object is for you. And then while you're looking outside, connecting to your body. The shape of your seat, right? Have the shape of your body. We call it a seat in yoga. So the shape of how you're sitting, or laying down, or standing. Temperature of the room, the feeling of the clothes on your skin, Just checking in with your body. And can you feel both? Can you feel the environment around you and the body? Even just the sense of arms, legs, torso, head. And then even going deeper in felt sense. What do you feel inside? Any tightness, any kind of tingling, feeling the breath move, feeling the movement of the ribs, just noticing a little tightness in my jaw, a little tiredness in my eyes. What are you noticing? Some areas that feel more fluid, some areas that feel more heavy. And again, still aware of the outer, the room, the surface of the body, the felt sense of the body. And then closing your eyes. And even as I may bring points of awareness in, noticing what arises for you, noticing what comes into your awareness. And again, just acknowledging, yes, I see you. And let's just take one moment to connect to something, maybe something in nature, something that feels very tangible, that feels very calming or nourishing or soothing. A forest, woods, the ocean, a meadow, a field of flowers. Again, doesn't have to be outside, it could be a flotation tank or a place that you go to, a room, even a person, a pet. Something tangible. And just imagining yourself with that animal or in that place or in nature and how it makes you feel. Just really feel yourself there. The experience of sound, smell, touch. When you smell the flowers or feel the sun on your skin. Again, just that sense of nourishment. What does it feel like? Does it allow your spine to feel more supported or your breath to deepen? Notice that. Again, whether there's an ease or an agitation, just acknowledge, I see you. And then imagining almost a current of energy. And we all have a field of energy. We all have currents, emotions are currents. Right? Even our nervous system runs on currents. Right, in the yoga system, the nadis, which relate to the nervous system, run on currents, just like the meridians of acupuncture, Thai yoga, Thai massage. Almost feeling a current moving through you. Just noticing where it's moving. I'm going to direct from the head down the body. If you would like to go from down to up, explore that. But just that sense of current moving through with head, neck, shoulders, arms, chest, upper back, belly, lower back, hips, legs, feet. That same current that runs through us runs through the earth, through the trees, through the atmosphere, maybe just that sense of circulation. You can even think sun or trees moving towards you, through you. And less that it's an exterior, but think of it as it's moving in you, it is you. And that part of you moves back out. Maybe even just to touch into, feel your environment, the way we sense when somebody walks in the room. We sense the change in the light when the cloud comes overhead. Or we sense when somebody else is upset. We're sitting in a room with them, or even across town. Again, whatever shows up in your awareness, I see you. Just touching into a little bit more than bones and tissue. Although being aware of any sense, I feel the pressure of my foot on the ground. A little bit of tingling in one thigh. But I also feel this welling up, this filling up. Maybe a little less physical, a little less tangible. It's like the way your heart swells around a baby or a pet or someone you love, a grandparent, a spouse, child. Just wanting you to feel that the energetic shift may happen way before the physiological shift. Our feeling before our body. Good, and let's just bring, and if you have something that you're holding, one hand onto your heart, one hand onto your belly, just so you feel really anchored in your body. And hopefully you feel just a little bit nourished. And in this space, if there's anything, again, uncomfortable, or if there's something happening in your physical body, in your relationships, in your circumstances, in your business, in your finances, that holding this quality as you kind of turn towards, especially if those places tend to destabilize you a little bit or shrink you. But being able to be present, to say, I see you, I see the fear, I see the hurt, I see the growth, I see you trying to figure it out, I see you working hard. And letting this be a tool, right? Again, we often try to figure out our challenges from the place that feels challenged. So stepping into the fullness of who we are. Just letting go of that, just coming back to just feeling who you are, fullness of who you are. And what does that mean to you? How you show up for friends, who you are, your sensitivity to others, your tenderness, your wanting to help, to care, to be cared for, to love, to be loved. And again, when something else shows up, I see you. That we are often like little children, right? Many ages of ourselves that need to be held. And many, even the child can hold the adult can hold the child, and the teen can hold the child. Just take one more moment. Let's open the eyes. Come back to your space. Connected hands to your body, feeling your clothes on your skin. Feeling your belly move with your breath and your chest move with your breath. Feel yourself present in this room. Aware of your inhale and your exhale. Aware of the speed of your thoughts. And the movement of your feeling space, whether it's just sensing your body, movement, emotion. Namaste.